Hello, guys, and welcome to the final whistle. And today we are talking about Mo Salah and what happened recently with the interview he had and everything else, including Jamie Carragher and many other puppets in the media, should we say. So we're going to start with what was actually said, what actually happened with Mo Salah. He had this interview outside the ground after the Southampton game. He said that it's December. He hasn't had an offer on the table from the football club, from Liverpool Football Club, as a new contract. He's very disappointed. He loves the fans. They love him. But he said at the end of the day, it's not up to me and it's not up to the fans. Then yeah. So obviously this quote went absolutely nuts online. And, there's no doubt. He is at the moment, out of probably everyone in the Premier League, I'd probably say he's the most informed player in the league this season. For sure. One of the most informed in Europe, for sure. Massively important to Liverpool. I believe he's contributed over 60% of the goals this season for Liverpool. Now, for me, Liverpool would not be top of the league without Mo Salah. The fact that you're leaving it until December, 1 month before he can do pre-contract agreements with other clubs. So if by the 1st of January, if the 1st of January comes around, he hasn't had an offer on the table, he might go, okay, I love the club, I love the fans, but they obviously aren't interested in keeping me here. I'm going to sign with so on and so on. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. Regardless whether you're a Liverpool fan, you're not a Liverpool fan. I mean, if you're not a Liverpool fan, imagine you're in the position of, Manchester United, for instance. You've got Bruno Fernandes. Imagine if that was his situation. Imagine if Real Madrid left Vinny Jr. to this situation. Imagine if Arsenal left Odegaard to this situation. Saka, someone like this. These are stupid situations that have been mismanaged massively from the football club, I believe, to allow your three best players and, Van Dijk and Trent also not looking likely at the moment either. It's massively disappointing. And there's a reason FSG out trends. There's a reason FSG out now trends. Because of the stupid mistakes they make. There's a lack of passion from them. They don't go to games. They go to one game every now and then. It wouldn't surprise me if at the Real Madrid game and at the Man City game that John Henry turned up, especially with all the noise. Maybe he feels he's going to have the pressure now to get Salah tied down, to get Van Dijk tied down, to get Trent tied down. But this shouldn't be the case in the first place. It shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be left to this moment should not be left to the point where Salah obviously feels he needs to speak out about the situation to predominantly accelerate that situation. Then we look at people like Jamie Carragher, who's blatantly ghosting out Mo Salah by saying things like, I'm disappointed with him, blah, blah, blah. Yet Jamie Carragher years ago had the same situation and said he'd have no problem leaving the football club if his contract's not offered. But now, because Salah, as a footballer, wants to be honest, wants to speak out about it, now you go on one. He needs to be quiet. Generally needs to be quiet. The end of the day, for me, FSG hires Edwards, they hire Hughes, they do absolutely nothing in the summer. Absolutely nothing. Okay, they got Mamardashvili and they got Federico Chiesa, who is back in training today, by the way. But does that do anything for the team, really? No, not really. We've seen the Zubimendi thing take part. Absolute mess of that. For me, Hughes is a bad director of football. I think Edwards was bad news to come back to the club. At the end of the day, in most lives, in most things that you do, I do, you want to move forward, not backwards. By hiring Edwards back in, it's gone backwards. You always go forwards. That's what I think. The fact of the matter is you can't allow Salah to leave for free. You can't allow Van Dijk to leave for free. And you can't allow Trent Alexander-Arnold to go for free. All three of them want to stay at the club. That's clear. That's clear. Especially Van Dijk and especially Salah. It's very clear. It can't happen. To me, it's poor club management again. Right from the very top of the football club. You know, off the field, the balance sheets are great, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But on the field, the mismanagement throughout the years has been mad. Mad. Other clubs might not see it. Other supporters might not see it. But generally, we have an ownership that do not care about football. It's only to enhance their own profile. Why isn't Salah offered a contract last month, this month, the month before that? They've had all summer. They've had the September, they've had October, they've now nearly had November, we're nearly into December, and still nothing. It's crazy. Let me know, guys, what you think. A little bit of a rant, but it's got to be done. And I'll see you soon on the final whistle. Bye-bye.